Right, we are at exercise 5, question 3. Now, these questions are seen to be challenging because the moment you don't have values, you tend to skip the question and move on. But let's look at this and let's find a way to problem solve. So if we look at A says I have to work with ax squared plus bx plus c. A must be negative. What does that mean? A negative means that it will be upside down. B is negative and C is negative, which means my y-intercept must be somewhere there. Now, the most important part is that it only has one solution. Okay, so what if I create this? One solution means that it will only have one intercept, one x-intercept. So that means one x value. So if I say x plus 3, x plus 3, it will only have one solution of x negative 3. My problem is that I need to have a negative a. So if I put a minus in front, that's all good. Then I can draw a graph that basically is what they wanted. It's negative. The b is not really a big value. I don't look at it when I draw it. The c negative, there it is. So instead of looking at a, b's and c's and it doesn't mean anything to me, I go and I create my own example to give me an indication of where I'm going. So if I do b says a is greater than 0, so it's a happy one. C is equal to 0. That means if I create my own one, so a positive a negative b, and c is a 0, for example, I know it will go through there. If I punch this in on my calculator or do it like this, factorization, I will have x equal to 0 or x equal to 2. And by choosing values, I am just helping myself to get an idea of what graph they want me to draw. So that's B. C, they say A is positive, B is greater than 0, and here it comes. There are no roots. Now, what does no roots mean? No roots means no x-intercepts. So it is hanging either above or below. Now, with A being greater than 0, it means I have a positive graph. I can put in any values I want to, but in the end, they just wanted to know if I know what no roots means, so I can draw it hanging above. If I look at D, A is negative, so it's upside down. B is greater than 0, and C is less than 0. That means my y-intercept will be at the bottom. There are two unequal roots, which means, right, I can go and put down 2 roots, and there is my graph. Okay. Not that bad. You guys don't like these questions because there's no values and you don't know what to do, and I hope that has helped. Number 4 is similar. Number 4, they say to you have to sketch a graph of a parabola and the range is -2 to infinity. Now what does that mean? That means range is my y values. Range means that I have my turning point at -2 and my graph has to go up, so I can, from that info, take it A is positive. Okay, B is greater than 0, and then both roots are negative. Now that is the key. Both roots are negative. That means both x-intercepts must be negative. So I can't go put the turning point here. I will have to go put the turning point right there. And there is my parameter. I'm not going to do 4b with you. So that is the answers for question 3 and 4a.